This album has that you are playing with mostly Dutch musicians.
Completely Dutch
Yeah.
musicians. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. There are only four of us on the album. My co-producer, I've been working with him for over 20 years now. He's a member of the ongoing version of Matthew's Southern Comfort, and he and I have made a duo record together. And he has his own commercial studio in his backyard, and I've made several albums with him. And the drummer on the album is in one of his bands, and the keyboard player used to be in one of my bands. So it's kind of it's a little family affair. Yeah.
That's what it seemed like. So the whole going back to early on in your career, I mean, even with Fairport Convention, it seemed I almost in reading it, reading about it, it almost seemed like the Laurel Canyon scene here, where everybody kind of played together and you all moved around a bit in bands, similar bands. Is
Yeah,
that a compare?
not so much. I mean, there were definitely different genres, and they seldom crossed. I mean, the blues crowd was the blues crowd, and the progressive rock was a different crowd, but there was a pretty large uh, community that played. Well, now I guess now it's called folk rock, or it was called folk rock at
Yeah.
one point. I don't know what it's called now, but
Mhm.
there was a pretty
Yeah.
large community of singer-songwriters, and we would tend to appear on each other's records quite a bit. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I meant. It just felt very community. Like it's just a nice community feel
yeah.
to it.
It's a small country, small crowd.
Yeah.
But you're still searching. I was just reading your liner notes, and you name checked Blake Mills as like inspiration, or I don't know, or just something that you're listened to lately that's inspired you.
Yeah, I love Blake Mills. I just think he's a master musician, a wonderful songwriter, and he has such vision. He's not afraid to step outside of the whatever boundaries are there, and just create something completely new. I can hardly wait for every record he makes.
Have you reached out to him? Have you got a chance to collaborate with
I
him? He's
haven't,
collaborating with
no,
everybody. I'm sure he's waiting
no.
for your
Yeah.
call.
I don't really have a way into to Blake Mills. I don't think. I
Oh,
mean, maybe he worked with Jackson, didn't he, at one point?
he's worked with everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone from Jackson, Fiona Apple. Uh, yeah,
Oh,
and the
maybe he's
Largo.
closer than I think.
I think I really think he is. Um,
Dave,
and
you want to be the intermediary?
I think I might be able to do that.
I'd love to
Uh,
be introduced to him. That would
oh,
be wonderful.